Hey Hart fans, thanks for tuning in to the Butch Hartman channel this time, weekday, whatever time you're tuning in. Hey, you know what? I don't know if you guys know this. I have a brand new YouTube channel. I have a different channel. Not just this one, I have another one. It's called Speech Bubble, and it's a podcast that I do on a weekly basis. You can hear the audio of the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and SoundCloud. Hear the audio there. Or you can watch the video of the podcast. We always film them. I have a cool co-host. He's my cameraman here and my producer, Jace Deal. So he and I talk about all kinds of interesting topics. I think, well, hopefully you'll find them interesting anyway. But what's really cool is someone listened to the podcast a couple weeks ago when I had my good pal Jerry Trainor, from iCarly and TUFF Puppy. He was on as my guest, and someone took a section of the podcast and animated it. It's very cool. Check it out.
What's your favorite old comedy?
The original Ghostbusters.
Loved it.
And what are some of yours? I like those.
Ghostbusters is up there, but I would say Three Amigos.
Okay, we're going to go toe-to-toe. I hated Three Amigos. I hated it.
Are you kidding me?
How old were you when you saw Three Amigos? How old were you?
I saw it on my 13th birthday.
Okay, I was like 20-something.
It holds up.
I was an adult. Watch it again.
I have. Are you joking?
I'm not
You
kidding.
watch it again. I've watched it a million times because it holds up.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
I don't like Three Amigos. I never have liked it. I only saw it once because I hated it so much. I'm serious.
We're going to do an
episode
of your podcast where we watch Three Amigos.
And we react.
There's no chance you don't like that.
Guarantee.
You saw it at 20. Okay, so you saw it at the time of your life.
I was an adult. I was an adult.
Yeah, but a young adult. When you're early 20s, you're kind of an idiot.
I was probably.
You think you know everything, but you know nothing.
Yeah.
You're at that like too cool for school stage.
Probably. You were 13.
I like Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is
I was
great.
13 then
That's
too.
because it's good. Actually, wait, hold on. Ghostbusters came out 2 years before Three Amigos.
I was 11. Quick math.
Wasn't that awesome? That was so cool. Hilarious and super funny. And I actually like the primitive nature of the animation. It's really cool. It kind of adds to the humor of the whole thing. It's kind of genius in a way. Very cool. That was animated by a guy named Matt Ringstead over at his channel called Neutral Horse. And we have a link in the description below. You can go check out his channel over there. Thank you very much, Matt. Very cool. If you guys want to animate some more sections of Speech Bubble, it would be awesome. I'd love to see them. And if you're talented enough or not even talented enough, just want to do something fun with Speech Bubble, do something with puppets. That'd be really fun. We had a lot of cool guests on. We've had Jerry, Tara Strong, we have Rob Paulson, and we've had Drake Bell. He was on my 20th anniversary Nickelodeon podcast. Very, very fun. So check out the Speech Bubble channel. Don't forget to subscribe to that too. Subscribe to this channel, but subscribe to that one too. We have a lot of cool guests coming up. It's really, really awesome. And here's some more highlights of Jerry's interview over on Speech Bubble. Check it out.
Speech Bubble.
Hey guys, Butch Hartman here. Thanks for tuning in to Speech Bubble. I've got a very special guest this time around. His name's Mr. Jimmy Trainor. What's your name, buddy?
Oh, this is going great.
Jerry Trainor's here. Roll the theme music. As always, when Jerry Trainor's around, you never know what to expect because well, first of all, he's you're one of those
heartache.
Big time heartache. You're one of those actor people.
That's
an
right.
actor person.
That's correct.
And I first of all, thanks for coming in here.
Thank you for having me
on
Speech Bubble.
Speech Bubble.
I got my good pal Jerry Trainor here. Are we good pals?
I think we're pretty good pals.
Pretty good pals, right?
How long have we known each other?
You got all sensitive there for a second.
Because I like, you know what? I'm a friendly person. I think I'm a friendly person.
You seem pretty friendly.
I feel friendly.
You're taller than me.
You have always been a big champion of me.
I really have.
And so I'm very appreciative.
I have. I got you out of jail that time.
That one time
Remember
we weren't going to talk about.
That's right.
On Speech Bubble. That was the one speech bubble we were going to pop.
That's right. That wasn't going to be meant. By the way,
that bubble was going to go by.
Jace is laughing in the background. Jace.
Yeah. I like that he's just kind of hovering over my left shoulder. Just like, don't screw up. Don't make me edit you out.
Speech Bubble.
If you're listening on audio, you might want to know we are in a very blue brick jail cell.
Yes, we are. It's very blue in here. If a Smurf walked in, you wouldn't be able to see him.
It would be camouflage. It is Smurf blue.
Very
that is
Smurf
the
blue.
exact
Exactly.
blue. This is a nice call.
Exactly. So if you were in here as a Smurf, we wouldn't be able to see you. You could do anything you wanted to us. You could attack us. But
you probably have to take off your white diapers or whatever they wear. Don't they wear diapers?
They wear the
little underwear and hats.
The Smurfs are one of the few cartoon characters that wear no shirt but pants.
But
Donald Duck wears a shirt.
No pants.
And your character...
Dudley Puppy.
Shirt. No pants.
No pants.
Exactly.
Speech Bubble.
But I think there's some people out there that want to know some things about you. Would you be into telling them about you?
Sure. Although, just to be perfectly honest, I'm not very good. I know it's
At what?
weird.
Knitting?
At talking, knitting.
Dancing?
Yeah, about
There's a whole list of things you're not good at. I could give that
I'm not
list.
good at staying on podcasts.
Being-
Bye-bye!
Speech bubble.
My taste buds changed majorly. I used to hate guacamole. I can't get enough of it now. I'm a guacamole freak.
Yeah. Why isn't there guacamole now? I almost
want
texted
some
you
I can get some
when you were like,
guacamole
"Do you
in
want a
here."
sandwich?" I was like, "No, all I want is like chips and guac."
Yeah, but I grew up in Michigan where no one ever heard of guacamole.
What part of Michigan? Because my mom's family's from Michigan.
The part where it's cold.
Yeah.
I'm from the outside of the
The
Detroit
part
area.
with the mosquitoes.
You know, mosquitoes and freezing cold.
Right.
We're gonna. You know what? Let's talk English the rest of the podcast. Do you want to?
I will tell you a story.
Oh no, it's terrifying.
I just did a movie
Really? Where?
for Nickelodeon.
Right.
In New Orleans, where I had to talk like this the entire week.
You did?
Yeah. I don't want to give away the thing, but it's like a
So it's a Nickelodeon movie coming
it's
up.
a sports movie for young girls starring
Okay.
Alex Morgan, the U.S. women's soccer star.
Right.
She's amazing, and but she's sort of like the imaginary coach of the main character.
Right.
And then I'm the idiot British coach.
You are a British
the
coach.
misfit cast-off soccer team.
Now, do you do a good English accent or like a Dick Van Dyke, Mary
What
Poppins
you
English
heard
accent?
is what I do.
Speech bubble.
Then you got the Liverpool
Oh
accent.
right, yeah,
You know,
Liverpool.
the
you just talk
Beatles.
like the Beatles.
You talk like the
That's
Beatles.
right.
man,
It gets a little
exactly.
nasally, doesn't it?
You know, it's getting very strange in here.
I was doing Spinal Tap. I think I was doing like
Right.
Nigel Tuff.
Nigel Tufnell, right?
This
Cool.
goes to 11.
These go to 11. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but these
why don't you just
go
make
to
10 a little louder? Make
Well-
that the top number.
These go to 11.
Boom! Spinal Tap.
Right.
We just did some Spinal Tap.
That's
man.
right,
What's
we
up?
did.
And by the way, everybody out there born after Spinal Tap doesn't even know what it is.
And if you haven't seen Spinal Tap, go watch Spinal
it's
Tap.
really funny. It's a
If
very
you-
funny mockumentary.
It's hilarious. It's
We
just
should-
the best.
Who out there wants to see me and Jerry remake Spinal Tap in our own image? We should remake it, and then have the actual Spinal Tap guys come in and be like our
We
mentors.
would
in
not
it.
get their blessing.
I don't think we would. I don't think we would either.
Speech bubble.
Jace, how's it going back there?
Excellent.
All right,
Shut it, Jace.
Jace is cleaning.
No one cares, Jace. Get out of here. Are my rims done? Did you polish my wheels?
Speech bubble.
You said you're not good at talking about yourself. Let me talk about you for a
Okay,
second.
go ahead.
Jerry, I first encountered Jerry. I saw him because I have daughters. They were young little girls in the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
That's right.
And that's when iCarly
They're all
kind of
grown up
appeared.
now.
iCarly was a show on Nickelodeon, right?
Yes, it was.
And you, I think, rumor has it, you were on iCarly. Am I correct?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, anyway, a lot of people
been
say you
so
were.
long.
Think about it. Now, you're on iCarly. And now, how long were you on iCarly?
We shot the pilot for that in 07, January 07.
Oh, so later 2000s, right? Got it.
Then it premiered September 07 because I think we went into production March.
Smash
07.
hit. Smash hit.
It was a real big smash hit. It was not I did not expect that. Dan Schneider, the showrunner, I remember the day of the final test. It was down to like me and one other guy. And
For the part of Spencer.
For the part of Spencer.
The older brother.
And we were walking
And
out
by the way,
with Miranda and her mom.
I was the other guy.
You were the other guy.
Yeah, thanks for getting the part for me.
Oh, never mind.
I was the far sexier version of Spencer, but that's cool. That's cool.
If they wanted to go that direction, they didn't. They went the unsexy direction.
You know what? Should we go back to talking this way about it?
I think it's better.
Right, okay.
People
So
take
what-
us more seriously.
So what happened? You walked out
we
with
were
a man
walking out,
with
and
Miranda.
a security guard came out and was like, Jerry? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, they need to see you again. And I walked in, and according to Miranda, later, the guy knew, and he was like, well, I guess I didn't get it. And then they had to walk out to the parking lot with him, whereas I went in to sit down
your
with Dan.
and your life got changed.
And yeah, and Dan, life-changing. It was my birthday that weekend, and Dan was like, do you want to do this? It might go for 3 years. We'll see. And then you can go off and do whatever you want. You'll make a little change, whatever. And I was like, yeah, fine, okay. And
Oh, they paid you to do it?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, wow, cool.
I blew all that money, MC Hammer style.
On your awesome T-shirt,
I just
obviously.
immediately
MC
bought an
Hammer
Aston
style?
Martin.
Yep.
And a mansion.
You had a posse of friends.
That's right.
Exactly.
But it might go for 3 years. I mean, it turned into like 6 years.
I know, right?
Took us to the White House.
Pretty cool.
Speech bubble.
So you do.
So you said.
What, Jace?
Sorry, I want to add something.
I love that. We can hear him, right?
Yeah,
but no one can see him.
No one can see him. And so that's the way it's designed.
It's great.
Speech bubble.
Jace is asking.
Feed this guy some
They can
questions.
hear me. I have a microphone
Because he's
too.
terribly underprepared.
Oh, that's what you are. You have a mic. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm mic'd. I'm good.
Is your name Mike or Jace? I keep forgetting.
I don't remember. My
It's Jace
parents
with a
told me
mic.
one
Terrence.
time.
Terrence. That's an
Lawrence.
English. That's an English name.
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Fells.
Terrence Bibbleman.
It's that Dirty Rotten Scoundrels scene where he's trying to remember his name. He's like, Lawrence Chesterton. Florence Chesterton. Florence Chesterton. And he's like, Lawrence Jameson. He's like, yes! We're like this! Steve Martin's the best.
Speech bubble.
I only saw Anchorman 2
I thought
once.
it was funny. I thought it was really funny.
I did too, but it's not as memorable to me as Anchorman 1.
Yeah, Anchorman 1's great.
Anchorman 1 was like,
We should remake that.
why do you want to remake things?
I don't know.
Come
This
up
is
with
really
it.
good. I
You're
wanna-
so Hollywood. Come up with something new.
That's what this
By the way, you're
podcast
good
is.
at that.
I
You
am.
have an interesting Bunsen as a beast is an interesting idea.
That's
Tough
right.
Puppy was an interesting idea.
That's right. I like how they're interesting. Thank you very much. Not
Fairly
great,
Odd
but
Parents,
interesting.
not so interesting.
I understand. I get it. In fact, you've actually been on 50% of my shows.
That's right.
Yeah, you were on TUFF Puppy.
Yeah.
You were TUFF Puppy.
That's correct.
You were Dudley Puppy.
That's right.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I loved. I learned quite a bit doing Tough Puppy.
Well, let's back up for the listeners a bit, just
Okay.
for a sec.
Yeah, back it up.
We were
Back
in.
that
You
thing
did
up.
iCarly, which was some little show you did, and then as a result of that, I remember we were auditioning actor. We had Tough Puppy was getting made as a show. We had another actor actually play Tough Puppy, and the guy is an astounding voice artist, but he just wasn't right for this part. I remember actually we had auditioned everybody that I could think of, and I was actually going to play the part myself.
What way did he do it?
The guy did it. He's a very funny actor that Nickelodeon loved and I loved for other things.
Yeah.
But I just said at the time we were doing doing Tough Puppy, I was like, guys, I love this person, but he's not right for this part. But Nickelodeon really forced me to kind of get him, and I was like, all right, we'll use him because I love the guy. But it just didn't work, and he was sort of like he would talk and growl a little bit like a dog and stuff like that. And he was playing more of the dog.
Okay.
And
he was kind of anthropomorphizing.
Sort of, yeah. And it just wasn't working. We had the amazing cast around him, of Greg Lyle and Jeff Bennett. And
Best cast.
and Darren Norris. And again, this person is fantastically talented. But and then I had to leave town that week. We went out of town. And someone said, let's audition the guy from iCarly. And I went, the Spencer guy? I go, does he do voices?
Who said that?
Do
you remember?
One of my
Who made that suggestion? I got to send them flowers.
One of my storyboard artists made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my story, and he was like, and I'm like, I don't know, and I think at the time Ray DeLaurentis, who was my my story editor, was like, I think it'd be a good idea, and I left town, and they auditioned you, and they sent me the tape, the MP3 at the time, sent me the MP3, and I'm like, that's pretty good, pretty funny, but I want to meet this guy, and then I had you in for a callback.
I bet you were like, this guy's going to be a nightmare to work with. This guy's going to be a diva.
I thought that this morning when you walked in. That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah.
And by the way, wish coming true. You
That's
are
right.
a diva, total diva today.
That's right.
By the
Is
way,
this mahogany?
But I was going to say, by the way, yeah, here's your apple pie.
I'm allergic to anything that's not red oak.
Speech bubble.
And then you
Jace, where's the guacamole?
Exactly. Come on,
I'm
Jace.
sorry.
Actually, we're going to title this episode "Where's the Guacamole?"
Good.
That's what we're talking about.
Speech bubble.
You came in and for the callback, and you just were hysterically funny.
Well, you and I hit it off, I think, pretty quickly.
We did.
Because you were sending me zingers, and I think that gave me like leeway. Because I was kind of nervous, and I was like,
You've never done a voice before.
I had never
On
really
a
done
cartoon.
VO, and I was like, I don't know.
Like, do you
I
want to
don't
tell? Do you, do you have anything you'd want to say to any actors out there who are on camera people that do like stage acting? Voice acting is a whole different ballgame, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think some people assume that voiceover is going to be easy.
Right.
I think it's so much harder because they don't see your face. They cannot see your face.
Thank
and
God.
I think my pitfall at the beginning, like when I hear the early Tough Puppy episodes, I can hear myself pushing. But then when you find the character and you settle in, it became
Just
I
so
mean, it
much
was
fun.
it was just you kind of like relax into it a little bit.
Totally. And the great thing about you and any actor that's funny, see, the great thing about you is you're a funny human being to begin with, which was great. And by the way, that's a compliment. That's
Thank
the only
you.
one I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Good. I'm just going to mark that down.
Thank
there
you.
we go. One compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Do I talk to the microphone? Do I look at you? This is making me go cross-eyed for looking at the microphone.
This is really. Is anyone disturbed about
Is this podcast going to be on Thanksgiving?
Jerry, it's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Jerry, it's Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. What do I get for Christmas?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Let's go.
Really insist you knock it off.
Okay.
Speech bubble.
But one of our actors at the time met their spouse on Twitter at the time. Remember that?
That's correct. That is correct.
And we're like, you met
based
you met
on
this person
the advice of a psychic. Let's not forget that little tidbit. Went to a psychic.
No names.
Said this was going to happen, and then lo and behold, it all happened.
Wow.
Speech bubble.
1 sec. Is there somebody here?
Is it the guacamole man?
Is the guacamole guy here?
Chips. I didn't get guac.
Oh, that'll sound great on the microphone.
Yeah.
That'll sound great.
This podcast brought to you by
Take the chips away.
Santitas.
Because you know he's going to squeeze it the whole time.
Santitas chips, $2 only.
Speech bubble.
Does anybody speak Spanish?
I speak up
Totopos?
muy poquito.
Totopos de maíz.
It's
Oh, tortilla chips.
There you
There's
go.
a translation.
Maize
under
is
it.
corn. They're corn chips. Maize is corn.
Well, I know that now.
Well, I just told you that.
Well, totopos de maiz.
Something of corn.
Maíz
Something of corn.
is
Lord of
tortilla.
It's Lord of Corn.
It's not Lord of Corn.
It's Captain Corn. That's what I'm saying.
Did we just create a new show? Captain
Captain
Corn?
Corn.
Captain Corn.
Yeah, give him the chips back.
And
They're noisy.
And his love interest, Santita.
Speech bubble.
We've talked about perseverance a ton here, and you don't want to ever miss that window of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go like, I'm not going to go to this audition that day, or I'm not. If I hadn't gone to pitch Fairly Odd Parents that day, it would have been a whole different opportunity. My opportunity might have been gone.
I almost didn't go to Crazy Steve, which led to everything.
You mean from Drake and Josh? Let's
From
talk
Drake and
about
Josh.
that for a second.
Well, I almost didn't go. I went the first time, and then the second time, I was like, really? They just want me to do that thing again? Like, it's the same.
We auditioned for the first time and got the part.
I got the part. Well, okay. So, the way that came about, they had already cast a Crazy Steve.
This is before iCarly.
well before iCarly.
Well
This
before.
is Drake and Josh.
Got it.
They had already cast a Crazy Steve, and I guess he wasn't crazy enough on set when he went in. It wasn't as crazy as they wanted. I went into that audition, and I'll never forget it because they were like, "Can you go bigger?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I went bigger, and it was, I basically start out quiet, and then I'm screaming. That's the joke. It's like I'm kind of a normal. He thinks I'm normal, and then I freak out. And
I remember watching Drake and Josh going, "Oh, this show's going to be dumb," and it was hilarious. And then you came on and made it even more hilarious. Because my daughters loved the show. It was great.
it is. I have another Crazy Steve story, but
Let's finish this one. This one is epic, by the way.
Real quickly,
Yeah.
they were just like, "Go bigger." I was like, "Okay." Did it bigger. They're like, "Can you go bigger?" I was like, "Yes, I can go bigger." Like, I have been 3 years of theater school bringing me down, like knocking the bigness out of me. I was like, "Yes, I can go bigger." They're like, "Can you go bigger?" I was like, well, let's talk for a second. Do you want me to just pull out the brakes?
Completely.
Do you want to just like let this go off the rails? Because I'll do that. I'll give you the nuclear. She goes, "Give me the nuclear." And I'm like, "Okay, here goes." And I went nuclear nuts in the room, and I got the part.
Oh,
and
that's
then
hilarious.
the rest is history.
That's hilarious.
Speech bubble.
Interesting story. Drake Bell played Timmy Turner in the Fairly
In
Odd
the
Parents.
live
in
action
the live
Fairly Odd Parents.
the 3 live movies, and we I got to know Drake very well. We worked with him in Canada, and then we went to Hawaii and did a Hawaii.
He's
movie.
a big rock and roller now.
He really is. He's an amazingly talented guitar
He's
player.
very
In
talented.
fact, we were in Hawaii, and in the restaurant they were having a talent contest.
Oh no.
And
Never enter a talent contest when the other contestants are child actors.
Well, I was gonna say no. Here's what happened.
They're just like
the talent contest was for like people. Yeah, exactly. Well, Jerry's juggling, by the way. The people. It was meant for the people in the hotel to come up and like sing a song or paint a picture or
God.
tell a story. Drake Bell gets up there and shreds guitar and
Of
wins the
course.
contest.
Yeah, that's not fair.
He won the contest. Yeah, and so it's like Drake won a free trip back to the hotel.
some little girl with watercolors is like, "Mommy, I want to leave. Drake Bell's a monster."
That's what we're going to title this podcast. Drake Bell's a monster. No, we love Drake. Let's have we ought to have Drake. We want to have Drake on here sometime, Jerry. You're my new co-host anyway, by the way.
God.
Drake,
Am I?
We're getting rid of Jace. Jace is out of here. He's not nearly as
I didn't
funny
realize
as you.
how lucrative this was.
You've gotten 2 cups of tea, pal.
This is the first, dude.
Oh, you're still in the first cup?
And a bag of chips unopened.
Thank you very
Still
much.
not in front of
no
me.
guacamole. What is going on here?
Speech bubble.
You also have been a guest star on my most recent show, Bunsen is a Beast.
Classic was one of my favorite
Yeah.
people,
And
Jeremy
you
Rowling.
play the pathetic ice cream man
think
named Commander Cone.
Better actors than me would take it as a dig.
Really? Did
I
say
think it's
pathetic?
hilarious.
I say pathetic, and that's a
No,
it's a compliment.
No. Not that.
Okay.
I mean, the character
Of Commander Cone.
of Commander Cone is kind of washed up, let's say. And they wrote it for me. With me in mind. Someone who kind of like had it all and is now like a nobody.
Speech bubble.
Weird science.
Weird. See? Oh my God.
Speech bubble.
You have to see.
Three Amigos.
Well, we're going to live stream Three Amigos.
We are, okay. Okay. If he's saying it here, we're going to live stream. You have to do it, and you have to follow through. We have an audience.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We'll find some time.
We will.
In the new year, 2018.
I love it. We'll do
Right.
it.
Because we're entering the holiday season. I'm going to be busy.
We are.
Breaking hearts.
You just winked at the camera.
I'm very single. And I'm very lonely. And I live in a dilapidated shack.
G-rated.
Help
We're
me.
G-rated.
Help me.
G-rated.
Well, I'm not going to get graphic.
I'm just saying it's G-rated.
Just use your imagination.
G for graphic. All right.
I look really good with my shirt off. And I have a dog. He just had 9 teeth removed.
What's your dog's name again?
He looks like he's a train hopper.
What's your dog's name? What's his name?
Shoe. Like a shoe you wear. Like a shoe you would wear, Sean, if you
cameraman.
wore shoes.
Speech bubble.
And we got to sing Weird Science again.
Weird science.
Weird Science. Oh, can I see weird?
Wait, no, it goes.
We start Weird Science. 1, 2.
Wait, hold on.
Speech bubble.
Weird science.
Weird. From my
Stop
heart
hitting
and
the
from
mic.
my hands, why don't
That
people
understand my invention.
Weird.
Speech bubble.
All right, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.
Speech bubble.
Hey, Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.